Welcome to Pera's Playbook. This is your host, Alex Pera. Let's open up our playbook and see who our guest is. Please enjoy. Welcome to episode 157 of Pera's Playbook. Today we're joined by Chance Dollard. He's probably most known for being Rob on Cobra Kai. I'm sure that if you've seen Cobra Kai, you've seen him in the dojo. And there you go. He's our 8th Cobra Kai actor or actress on the podcast. So we've just been rolling, getting the Cobra Kai crew on the pod. Happy to have Chance here. How's it going?
Going great, man. It's awesome to be here. Appreciate the intro.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it's an awesome show, and it's one that every time they release new episodes, my wife and I would binge them in like one go or 2 nights max. You know, like when they released the last 5, I think we just powered through and cranked them out because we just could, you wanted to know, had to see how it ended.
Yeah, it's very easy and bingeable type of show. Being working on it, I kind of like fell behind. I watched like the first 2, and then I already kind of know everything that's happened. So I'm kind of like, oh, cool, yeah, all right. And then I gotta just totally like just did my own thing and forgot about it.
Yeah. Did you watch it all eventually?
Not yet. I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I know everything, but like I was just like, I need to like sit. There's a lot of parts that I'm missing, but like I kind of put the pieces together. But I want to watch it with friends and want to be out there pretty much.
Yeah, you lived it. You don't have to watch. You lived it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of it's just like reliving it again, which is cool. But I don't know. I want to relive it with some friends and rewatch it, that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But we'll definitely, obviously, dive into Cobra Kai. But let's start with, like, I mean, when did you get into acting, or like how did you get into acting, or like what made you want to get into acting? I know that's kind of like a 3-part question, but just take it however you want and run
Right.
with it.
Yeah. So pretty much what kind of got me into acting, I actually in college, like 2018, I was kind of just your average college student trying to make some money or whatever, and I looked up a modeling agency nearby because I was like, modeling might give me some money, seems easy. And I went there, and he actually had acting courses as well. And then I did acting and modeling, so I kind of fell in love with the acting side a lot more. And then I stayed at that agency for about like a year. And while I was at that agency, I got booked for Cobra Kai. And that's kind of how I led into that. And I kind of just kickstarted my career pretty much.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like a random on a whim, like, hey, I need some money. It's not like, like a lot of people say, oh yeah, I've been acting in plays my whole life and all this stuff. You were just like, I need some money, and you had no idea that it was going to become a passion of yours.
Yeah, no idea at all. I completely fell in love with it. Like the training I went through kind of helped me break out of my shell, but also just like was so much fun. I just felt more like at home doing it. And I was like, man, like I love doing this. I'll just if I can just do this forever, then I'm good. And I had a friend also at the time who was also an actor. Now he told me a lot of crazy stories. I'm not sure how like 100% a lot of those were, but there was some crazy stories. I was like, man, this is like really fun. This is the kind of life I want to live right here. So I just kind of pursued that pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I talked about it with a different actor, and it's kind of like being an actor, you get to experience all kinds of stuff without actually doing it. Like you get to pretend to be all of these different things, and you get to try all of these different things. And I think he said something like, I killed somebody with like a candlestick once, but like, I went home at
Yeah.
the end of the day and it was fine. Like you get to, if you want to act like as a villain, like you can act evil, but it's fake. And at the end of the day, you go home. So like you can experience all these, if you're doing true story stuff, I mean, you can kind of help relive and re-show these important moments in history. I mean, there's so much you can do. It's definitely a cool career if that's what you vibe with.
Yeah, I mean, people always kind of like consider me as like a character, although I'm always kind of acting up in some type of way. So it kind of just fit really nicely that I can just do this and get paid to do it. Just kind of get paid to just be myself pretty much. You know,
Yeah.
I've killed people before in my what I've been filmed in, but I'm not a murderer. I played football, but I'm not an NFL player, right? Like,
Yeah,
so it's the type of stuff that you can just do.
right, for sure. So, growing up, did you play sports in high school?
Yeah, I actually I played football. I played a little bit of basketball, soccer. I mean, I kind of played everything, but the main thing I played was football. I wanted to actually go pro, but I just didn't have like I had a really crazy coaching and it wasn't that great. So like by like my senior year of college, I was kind of just like, senior year of high school, I was kind of just like, maybe I get picked up, maybe not. I don't know. At this point, it's like whatever.
Yeah, yeah, right, for sure. So do you follow sports? I mean, you watch football, you
Yeah.
follow it pretty closely?
Big Panthers fan, super big Panthers fan. You'll see on my if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me talking crazy trash about any other team. I'm just like diehard Panthers fan.
Really? That's got to be tough. I mean,
Then yeah, it's all right. I feel like we're getting better, so I'm hopeful. So I'm okay. So I'm chilling
yeah.
for now.
Yeah, you guys are getting better. Do you Okay, so I as a non-Panthers fan, I thought it was he was picked way too high and he shouldn't have been the pick. But Bryce Young, what's your take?
Um, yeah, I think uh Tepper and Scott Finner, whatever his name is, horrible people, awful, should be thrown in jail for that terrible trade. But I mean, I think now it's starting to pay off. So it's like, okay, but it wasn't worth what we lost. Like it was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it will pay off though. So I'm like, I'm okay with it now. Now I'm okay with it because now we have our crap together. But at the time, I was like, oh, dude, I was dying. It was terrible.
Yeah. You guys just signed a JC Horn to like the biggest deal for a safety ever or something like that?
Biggest cornerback deal. I actually played him in
Yeah.
high school. Actually, I actually played him, Derek Brown, and Tommy Tremble in high school, and
Really?
they're all in the Panthers. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Imagine how I felt when I saw them get drafted. I was pissed off. I was like, I hate these guys. And they all got drafted to my favorite team. Like, what? They're all my rivals, like rival team schools too, which is crazy.
That is wild. I had a friend that I went to college with, and he told me that he played baseball in high school, and he was like, "Yeah, I pitched against some guy that's an offensive lineman for the Falcons." He was like, "Yeah, I pitched against him," and I can't remember if he said if the guy got a hit off him or not, but like that's kind of
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. No, I played against all those guys. It was crazy. Now that I think about it, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. The Panthers, tough goal, right? You make a Super Bowl, you kind of roll in, and then your team just goes right into the crapper. I mean,
Yeah, that's what bad leadership does. I mean, there's just the GMs were just not. I don't know what they're thinking. They just weren't really trying to keep the team together, and then they just gave up on Cam, and then after that, it was just
yeah.
crap. It
I
sucked.
was I was following you guys for a little bit because I'm a big Andy Dalton fan. You guys had him slinging it for a
Oh
little
yeah,
while, so
yeah.
big
He
Red
was. I
Rifle
mean,
fan.
I think we kept them right.
I can't. I don't know if you guys still have him or not. I
We
know
do. We
he
do.
was
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
last year, and then he got in that car accident,
They were
and
saying Bryce Young sent some hitmen after him or something like that. It's pretty funny.
yeah,
But
he's like,
he's
I want to get
still. I
back on
think
the
he's still
field.
on. Yeah, I think he's still on the Panthers actually. So that's a good backup option to
Yeah,
have.
he's a great like veteran to help teach young like how to lead and how to be a good player. I mean, the guy he had a solid career too, so it's a good guy to learn from.
Yeah, it definitely paid off. He turned up that last 6 games of the season, and we were like winning and just like going toe to toe with like the best teams. We just need to work on defense, but we're good from there.
That's like one of the most important things in the NFL now is like how good is your backup quarterback, right? Because everyone gets hurt so much. Like some of these teams that have awesome backups, that's huge.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, what the Vikings went crazy with their backup quarterback. Um, I think Jared Goff was a backup quarterback, and now he's a starter. Like all these backups went nuts now. So, but then again, all
Yeah,
these backup quarterbacks at the time when we were watching them weren't like that good, and now they're veterans. So they just had some that time to develop pretty much.
right, for sure, for sure. And most of them like they can't be long term starters. That's why they're backups, but they're good enough where like if you need them for 5 games, like your team might win 2 or 3 of those 5 games instead
Hmm.
of I feel like before sometimes if you had a backup, it was like all right, we're gonna lose every game that this guy plays, but now you've got a chance.
Yeah, even Jameis Winston, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a
Oh
dog.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
hilarious.
He's nasty. I think he can be a starter. Maybe he will because the Giants picked him up and they don't have anyone right now. So
Maybe we'll see how that goes. That'll be fun to watch. I'm good. I'm putting the over on him every game. He's gonna throw like 5 touchdowns, 50 interceptions. Like it's gonna be crazy, but it'll be fun to watch.
yeah, no, that guy would light it up when he was in Tampa. He'd throw like 6,000 yards, and then he'd throw for like what 40 touchdowns and like 45 interceptions.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's so crazy to watch. It's like being high and drunk at the same time watching him. It's fun
Yeah,
to
he's just
watch.
a madman.
Yeah, we love
um,
it.
are you a big music guy? You like music?
Yeah, I mean, I'm mainly like into like R&B and rap, that type of stuff. And then I'll occasionally listen to rock music. Don't ask me any bands or anything because I don't know them. I just know specific songs that I listen to every occasion. That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
just
saying?
depends
Like,
on what you're doing, what you're gonna listen to.
depends on the vibe, depends on the mood I'm in or whatever. Then I'll listen to some heavy metal. Mainly if I'm like really sleepy, I'll listen to something that try to wake me up, like some heavy metal, some like Nirvana or whatever, or like some Disturbed or like Seosin or whatever. Like those little emo bands, whatnot. Yeah, that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
that's good stuff. I like that stuff.
And
But
like
you got
funk.
it, funk.
Yeah, like the Brazilian funk music. I really like that stuff. It's really cool.
I don't know if I've ever listened to
I'll
Brazilian
send you
funk
some clips.
music.
I'll send you some like little random clips. You'll see what I'm talking about. You're like, this guy's crazy. That's what I listen to on like a daily basis, pretty much.
Yeah, that's sweet. I love it. I like asking people. I'm a big music guy, so I like
Uh-huh.
asking people, "What do you listen to?" Because I like listening to a lot of stuff. So I'm always open to trying new things. Brazilian funk music.
You'll like it. You'll like it. My friend told me he was like, because I was on the game, I was just playing music in the headset, and like he played something else, and then I went to this whole different genre of music. He was like, man, I would hate to be in a car with you because I just wouldn't know what you play next. Like it would just be it's so out of it's so like different. He just didn't know what I
Yeah,
was gonna play. I was just messing with him.
that's totally how I am too. That's the way to live. Like it's so boring to be like, I only listen to country music and that's it. Like come
Yeah,
on, that's it. Really, seriously, you only like
yeah.
one
No.
genre. You gotta have a variety.
I got backup genres. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah, like
Yeah, for sure.
I dabble in some rock. Like if we had a conversation about it, I could hold up for a little bit, right? But
Right.
if you start getting in the history of rock music, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I know a couple of good songs.
I took the history of rock in college. I needed like a humanity credit, and there was a history of rock. I was like, oh, it's a cool class. Just listen to music like all hour. Like sweet.
Oh, I didn't know that was the actual credit. That's pretty cool.
Oh, it was a sweet credit. I took the history of rock, the history of music, and then like the history of classical music. And they were like honestly super easy classes because we would just talk about music and listen to music, and then maybe you'd like write about a little bit of music. But it was super easy. It was awesome. Like
Yeah,
for a college class, it was like, oh, this is easy. I like this.
that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I did piano when I was in like middle school, like a little bit. So I kind of know a little bit about that type of stuff. But I stopped practicing a while ago.
Yeah, I played the trumpet and then I quit and I haven't touched it in years. I probably couldn't even play it. And I bought a guitar. I was going to learn myself, but I haven't done it yet. I still have it. Like I'm gonna teach myself someday. I'm gonna YouTube it.
It's a good skill. Yeah, it's a good skill to have. People will definitely sit down and listen to it. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And now like I feel like you can learn anything on YouTube. Like there's so many videos out there like how to learn the guitar. You don't have to pay for lessons. You just figure it out.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of like my thing right now. Like I'm just like learning new stuff or whatever. So I'm like YouTube it up, or I'm just reading a lot of books, just kind of just trying to study.
Yeah, just taking it all in.
Yeah, trying to like learn like mind control tactics and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to master my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's dive into Cobra Kai. So how did you get on the show? Like take us through that.
So, they were casting in Atlanta and they were looking for, it said gym members or whatever, athletic build. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So I just submitted for it. Thought it was just some quick money. At this time, I was just getting into the industry. This is like one of my first gigs ever. Like the second thing I got booked for. So, like ever. So I went there and, I thought it was just like a gym scene or whatever. And I met AJ, uh, Craig, Chris, all those guys. And I thought that they were like younger than me because everybody was clean shaven and I had a whole goatee on the first day of set. And I was one of the new Cobra Kai members who were supposed to come into the dojo and replace those other guys in season 3. Like I was in that group. And after that scene was over with, they came up and they were like, "Hey, would you guys like to come back again?" So I was like, yeah, sure, why not, right? And that's kind of how I got onto the show as a consistent Cobra Kai member. Because then as soon as they did that, they just put me in the dojo and I was part of the team.
I think that's one of the best things about Cobra Kai is like they brought all the background characters back. So like season after season, you'd see the same people in the dojo, like all these
Mhm.
different people. When they showed up, they kept them around. Like I had some other people who were like dojo members, and when I was watching the final episode, and they like brought people in and had them like in the arena watching. I was like, hey, there's Phoebe. Like I can see her in the background. Like they kept her there. Like even in the sixth season, I was like, that's sweet.
That's fine.
Like
Yeah,
pointing
Phoebe's like
people
my
out.
best friend.
Yeah, yeah. She was the I think she was the first Cobra Kai person to come on the podcast. So props to
Oh,
her
okay,
for
cool.
accepting my invite. And then start kicking it off. Now, like I said, we're eight in, and we're just rolling with
She didn't text me back yet, so I got to hit her up about that. I'm like, yo, what happened with this? You know what I'm saying?
it. So you just you show up. Did you know any karate, any martial arts, like anything when you showed
Yeah,
up? A little
kind of,
bit.
sort of, not really. Like, could street fight, but like that's it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it wasn't really like anything crazy or anything like that. But I thought that we were gonna fight that day, so I was like, oh my! Like, I didn't know I was doing a fight scene today. It was just like the stunt devils, but we were there for like 12. No, we were there for like 14 hours. So we were there a good bit. And I was like, man, this is like take forever. This is crazy. And then, they were just like, yeah, that's it. But like, just come back. So I was like, oh, cool. My main experience, I guess, would just be like football and like other type of sports. That's like I was just very athletic. They were just looking for like athletic builds pretty much to fit the role.
Yeah, just people that looked like they were athletes.
Intimidating. Yeah, pretty much. They were just
Yeah,
like, because there was other people there with me that day too, but they didn't stay. So they just kind of like replace those people who were supposed to invade the dojo pretty much with more athletic looking people too.
yeah, yeah. I got you. So do you know karate now, or like martial arts? Like after being
Nope.
on the show, did you pick up stuff? No.
Nope. 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 I mean, I could like do some stuff, but I don't like, I can't like, I'm like a master judo or martial artist or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I know like some cool things, but nothing crazy.
So you couldn't fight like Johnny. You couldn't fight William Zabka.
Oh no, they would kill me. Like, like listen, like I am Cobra Kai, like understand that. Like I will fight dirty, okay? Like I don't go by the rules, none of that. Like when they hired me for Cobra Kai, that was true. So yeah, they might jack me up with some spin kicks and all that, but I'm gonna do something, right? I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, whatever it takes, huh?
Sure, he getting bit, right? Like I don't know, I'll do something.
So, what's your like favorite memory from your whole Cobra Kai experience?
That's a lot of favorite memories, but a lot of them have to do with Big Red.
Yeah, yeah,
So there was this one time, anything with Big Red in it pretty much was a fun, funny time. It was hilarious, dude. But I would basically piss him off so much every time I work. I think he tried to avoid me towards the last couple of seasons, but he just couldn't get away from me. But like I would always mess with him. I would just be like asking him really dumb hypothetical questions, just throwing random stupid stuff at his head. I remember one time we were going in from it was season 4 and it was a tournament scene and we were working all day and we were outside and we were kind of just chilling and then they just called us last minute. They're like, hey Cobras, we need you back on set, right? So we're running in and it's like a tent that we're inside pretty much. And it's kind of slippery. We had these little karate shoes on. We're all running in there and Chris runs in and he just slips like his whole body like fell 90 degrees to the side. Like he looked like a cartoon character, like the way he fell. Like they slip on bananas and they like flip over. It was
yeah,
like that. He like slipped and fell and I just started dying laughing at him. It was just hilarious. Like the way he just ran in and just completely just busted his ass. It was hilarious to me. I was like, bro. So yeah, pretty much anything with Chris in it, those are pretty much a core memory for me.
yeah. So he was your guy. He
He
was
was
your main
he
man.
was he was my backup guy. If I couldn't harass anybody else, then he was like the go-to, pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
So you like the class clown, like the jokester, you
I'm
know?
like, yeah, I'm like the entertainer on set, pretty much. I think towards the end of this, like season 6, I got outclassed by a couple of folks, like Asher and Little Red. They are all like they're worse than me. I was like, y'all got it. They're completely unhinged. But like before they were in the dojo, like part of the Cobra Kai's, I would pretty much was like life of the party of the group, I'd say.
I got you. So you were the guy. If it was a tense moment, you'd throw something in there to lighten up the mood or whatever.
100%. Phoebe, I know Phoebe, season 4 during the tournament, we were just so exhausted, and she would just say dumb stuff to me, and it was just killing me. I couldn't keep my composure at all. And this was like a serious scene. She would be like, "Hey, poo poo butt butt," and I would just start crying. Like I would just start dying laughing. It was just the dumbest stuff ever. Like we were so exhausted at this point, my brain just wasn't working. I would just start like crying, laugh, like just dying. It was hilarious. And I was just like, I can't keep it cool. I just can't do it.
Yeah. And were you getting hollered at? This is a serious scene. Stop
Nah,
laughing.
I would get away with it. I mean, it wasn't like that bad, but like I would always like it wouldn't be enough to like get their attention, but I don't think I didn't get in too much trouble somehow.
You made it through without. Well, hey, they kept bringing you back, so I mean,
They like something about me, so I didn't do that. I didn't do too bad, right? I think I did okay.
yeah. So, what's your opinion? There's spin-offs coming. Like, you think there's going to be Cobra Kai spin-off shows with some of the characters?
Um, Not really sure to be honest, because like at this point, it's just up in the air for anybody to pick it up. So if there's any big fans out there who want to just do it, then they can just go get it. Now, like they can just go do whatever they want because they left the story open for future projects. So
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe who knows? You can do a lot of stuff with where the story ended. Honestly, I know I was talking to Cobra Kai Nation. Like they could have, there's a bunch. They can get real crazy with it if they really want to, but it's really
Yeah.
just up to whoever wants to pick it up.
Yeah. I feel like they will because they know people will watch it and they'll make money. And like, I mean, that's right. Like,
Yeah.
that's where most spin-offs come from. Like, are people going to watch this? And like, yeah, I mean, but then fans love it, right? Like, I mean,
Hmm.
like I'm a huge Game of Thrones guy, and they've got a ton of spin-offs in the works right now. They got the House of the Dragon, but then they've got a whole bunch of other things lined up, and people are gonna watch it. If you like Star Wars, they just keep pumping out shows. If you're into Marvel, I mean, they're just pumping out TV shows.
Hmm.
It's kind of as long as there's a story there, they'll run with it, and people will watch.
Yeah, I was thinking like you really can't go wrong with it at this point. There's just so many good characters, and now we have like maybe like wait for them to get older and then bring it back later. I don't know. These type
Yeah,
of IPs you can always pull back from the grave and just redo some
for sure.
stuff.
Heck yeah, yeah, I agree. Who is the ultimate fighter from the show? Like if
Me,
you needed, not you, anyone else, you got to pick
uh,
somebody. Like you need somebody to defend your life from the show. Some character who's gonna save your life. Who's it gonna be?
I think I answered this question before. I think I said Chosen. Because
I
Chosen,
I said
he
that
don't
once
play.
too.
Yeah, Chosen. But I guess if it wasn't me or Chosen, I guess I'd have to pick Miguel.
Yeah,
That'd be a pretty
you can
good
see that.
safety net right there. Like I'd be all
Yeah,
right. Because he
Chosen's crazy though. Like he's like, you guys
yeah, he'll
nuts.
take somebody out. Like he'll
Yeah,
I'm good. I think
and
Silver's
then
cool, but I feel like he's a little bit too old. But then again, so is Chosen. I don't know.
you said Silver.
Yeah, Silver's cool
That
too.
he was my other answer. I said that to some. I can't remember who, one of the other Cobra Kai people on. We had this conversation, and those are my two picks. I said Chosen and Silver because Silver's like psychotic enough where he'll just do anything. He'll do whatever it takes, and he's
Yeah,
sneaky. Even though he's old, he's still like really good fighter, But he's
yeah,
absolutely nuts. So yeah, like those are my two picks too. I'm totally on board with you.
yeah. So those are my two guys for sure.
Yeah, yeah. You can have Chosen. I'll take Silver, and they'll fight for us.
Deal. Yeah, deal. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. I mean,
Where's that?
if I
Where's that?
if I lose, I'll just be like, all right, well, I don't know, just blow up the spot, do whatever he did at season 5. He like blew up the dojo or something like that. Yeah, I'll just do that.
You're actual Cobra Kai though. So like if he loses, you can step in because you are a Cobra Kai.
Exactly. That's why I think we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? In any
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. Any situation we get thrown. The Iron Dragons doesn't matter. We take them down.
Nope. No, no, no.
So like moving away from Cobra Kai, just kind of like as an actor, what are your goals? Like, are there specific genres you want to work on? Do you want to do plays, movies? Are there like certain actors you're like someday I really want to work with that guy, or what? Like what's your career outlook?
So right now I'm actually in the filmmaking right now. I've already made a short film. I'm working on another one, and my whole genre is kind of like mind thrillers. Those are like what I really love to make. I really love mind thrillers. So that's kind of like what I'm doing. I want to branch out a little bit more, do more comedy stuff as well. But definitely like filmmaking for sure, production company. Just I already have like a great network of friends. So it's really kind of just getting to that next level and just being able to just make it on my own time, whenever, however, with whoever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I guess if I had to like a celebrity who I would love to meet would Trying to think of a celebrity that I would like be dying to meet or something like that. I don't know. Maybe like a Brad Pitt or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Just
do a
for like
movie with
stuff.
Brad Pitt. Do a
Just
comedy
a
with Brad
just
Pitt,
a
or a
just a
or a
photo
mind
shoot with
thriller.
Brad Pitt or something like that too, or something like that. Like, yeah,
No, no, you got to
mind
get him in your
blowing.
movie. You got to get him in your movie.
Oh yeah, or give him the movie. Yeah, yeah. Give him the movie or like Samuel Jackson. That would be hilarious. The movie with Samuel Jackson. That would be just super funny.
Why don't you just get both of them? Hey,
Or
like,
have them both. That'd be out.
and you can do either a comedy or a mind thriller. Like they can do both. Like those guys could do either.
Yeah, because then when I think about it, I'm like, it would kind of end up being a little bit of both anyway if they're both going to be in it. Like they're playing the roles so good, it's going to be funny. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
have a funny mind thriller.
Oh, that's good. Oh, you gave me an idea. Thanks. Right there.
Yeah, there you
Boom.
go. This is it. This is where it all
Went right
started.
there. Yeah, we're writing movies right now. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll write that one down later. So I appreciate that.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
look to cast both of them.
yeah. And then when it's big, I'm gonna say, hey, that was half my idea. People are gonna be watching it at the premiere. I'm gonna say that was half my idea. If you want proof, we can go
I'll
back
invite
to
you out for
this
the premiere.
day.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, sweet, sweet. Can I get a picture with them too?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Duh. If you got the premiere, I'm like, yo, that's my boy right there. He gets like half the credit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, this is sweet. So do you have like you said you're working on a lot of short films. Like have you done any plays ever? Like is that something you want to do? Because I know it's totally different. Like some people like to dabble in it, or do you want to just stay strictly filmmaking?
I'll probably, if I do a play or anything like that, like I'll probably only would do it for like training purposes. I wouldn't really like dive deep into plays or anything like that because that's just not my thing or whatever. But I
Yeah.
would be open to it. Like I'm not against it at all. I would definitely try it out or just do it because it does help if you're an actor. It's like really good. Like theater kids are known to be better actors than screenplay kids, pretty much.
Right.
So I would definitely love to just do it.
Yeah, because you got to nail it right on the spot, right? I mean, like, yeah, you
Mhm.
do some rehearsals, but then you're live and everybody's watching you. I mean, if you're filming something, you can take after take until you get the perfect one. But you do two rehearsals, oh, we're live. You screw up, everybody's gonna watch it. Like, I mean, it's
Pretty
tough
much.
plays and or like TV shows where they have like a live audience there, right? Like, I
Yeah,
mean, you got
yeah,
people
yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, lots of improv. I can do improv, but I just wouldn't want to be on a stage and try to do improv, and it's already like I already messed up. It's like, oh, oops, or like it was just be kind of awkward. But I would definitely love to do it. It's not something I haven't done before. I used to be in an improv troupe for a short period of time, so not something I'm not like super unaware to.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Mhm.
And being able to improv, and that's huge, especially if you like comedy, right? Like if you like look at the best comedy actors in their movies, most of that's improv. Like yeah, they have a script, but then it's just totally random crap, whatever pops into their mind. And once they get like to a point, directors don't care. Like they just know that people are gonna love it. Like you just say whatever they want, whatever random crazy shit, and people are gonna laugh at it.
Pretty much. A lot of my early work that I did do was comedy. It was like infomercials, short films, like it was all like comedy stuff. And it was that's like dry humor is kind of like my sweet spot. That's like what I'm really good at. So things in that area I love to do. So I'm not worried about that at all. I love that type of stuff.
Would you ever do stand up?
Maybe only because like I think I'm funny enough to do it, but I don't know. Like I don't. I would have to. I don't know. I would do it. I would just do it. Just do it. I don't even care if I'm funny. I would just do it just to try it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you kind of have to do it once to see how people react, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't really know like if I mean like you can be funny in movies and be terrible like at stand up and then obviously there's people that do stand up and they're not acting at all. Like that stand up is their thing. And you got people that do
Mhm.
both. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely just dabble my toes in it or whatever. Just try it out. You know what I mean? My friend, he has like a little. He has a spot in Atlanta, and he does like stand up comedy at his house, pretty much. And we all just kind of go and check it out. It's always really fun. He just has some pretty good people doing it, so it's always a good time.
yeah. That's tough too though. Like I mean, I know some of them, right? You have like a kind of like a plan But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of improv there, right? Because they just like see somebody in the crowd with like a funny hat, and then they like go with they go at that person, and then they run
Mhm.
with that. So like, you got to be good at on the spot stuff to be stand up too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I would
Why
definitely
don't
like to
we
do my films one that.
why don't we end on kind of a random question, but it's fun to dream. If you could go like on vacation anywhere in the world, all paid for, like somebody's going to pay for your 2 week trip. They said you can go anywhere you want. Where would you go?
Japan.
Japan. That was
Mhm.
quick.
Yep.
That was a quick answer.
It was either Japan or Australia,
Yeah,
but I
those would
think
be
I might
cool.
die in Australia, so I don't know.
You
But I mean,
get
like
kicked by a
maybe,
kangaroo or something.
yeah, like maybe. You know what? No, I wouldn't go to Australia. Japan.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
the chances of me surviving in Japan are a little bit higher, so I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna go to
yeah,
Japan. That'd be fun.
yeah. That would be. Hey, did you said Australia? So have you seen the movie Anyone But You?
Anyone
With
but you? I haven't. It's on my movie list.
It's funny. It's funny.
I
It might
know.
make you want
I
to go
need
to
to watch that.
Australia because they go to Australia.
Don't make me change my answer, dude. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan.
Well, your set your backup can be Australia. Your
Well,
backup, you know.
yeah, the backup can be Australia. I actually know people who live out there, so I really want to go, but they've been acting crazy. So I'm like, maybe I won't go to Australia. Maybe I'll go to Japan instead.
What would you do in Japan?
Honestly, just explore the cities and whatnot. I think it would just be fun to just go with friends and just check it out. I would probably like. I know they do like anime conventions out there, so maybe I'll just go to one of those, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, it's a black guy. So I don't know. It would be cool.
Do you like Japanese food? So
Oh
like,
yeah,
would you
of
be like
course.
down to the food and just like,
Yeah, I think everybody likes Japanese food.
yeah, yeah, just I think that's one of the best things about traveling is like
Yeah.
going to eat authentic, right? Because the crap you eat here in the States is it's not real. It's you
Oh,
know,
for sure. Yeah. Like your stomach's gonna hurt. Like if you eat regular food outside of the country, like your stomach's gonna hurt because your body can't like it's like adjusting to normal food. It doesn't even know what it's like because we're eating so much processed crap here. It's crazy.
yeah, no, that's for
So yeah.
sure. And even the processed crap in other places, like if you look at like a box of I don't know some kind of cereal over in Europe, and then you look at the same cereal here, the one here you can't even name half of the chemicals, and the one there has like
Yeah.
none of that there. Like the
It's just
same, yeah,
fish
it's
out the water. Boom. Here you go.
yeah,
It's like what?
yeah,
No GMOs, no microplastics, no mercury in this. Nah, I don't want
no, yeah,
it.
yeah, not for me. Sorry, I'm gonna pass on that. You got anything that'll give me cancer? Like I'll send
I
me
like
anything.
heavy metals in my food. Nah, I'm good.
Right? Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Awesome. Well, Chance, I appreciate you
Of
hopping
course,
on
bro.
for a little podcast. Some more Cobra Kai. Now we got to get to 10. We're at 8 Cobra Kai. Now we got to get to 10.
I'm
So I'll
sure.
leave it
I'm
there.
sure. I'm sure. Alec would be open to it, and Joe, and like some of those other guys, just hanging out too. Like Craig probably, and trying to think of. Oh, Jonas he's a good guy. Yeah, I would hit
See,
him
we'd
up
get
too.
way over 10.
Yeah, you can definitely get over 10. They all would say yes for sure.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you hopping on.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. Hit me up. I have to do my part. You know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for listening. Please stay tuned for more episodes soon.